Congratulations is in order to Miss Caitlin Clark. She has been named Time Athlete of the Year. This is not a surprise to me, and it is well deserved. I cannot think of an athlete in basketball or sports in general that had a bigger impact and a bigger year than she did. Maybe Shohei Ohtani, but you couldn't turn the channel without hearing about Caitlin Clark, even on social media. It's also been announced today that Forbes has announced that she is 100 on the world's 100 most powerful women list in 2024. Another historic honor for her. She's having a great, great rookie season, historic one at that. So, hand claps for Caitlin Clark. But as opposed to the article and what is going on with her being focused on her greatness and her talent, everyone is talking about this part of the article that, mind you, was over 30 minutes, a 30-minute read, you guys. It was a very long article. But she said, I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege, she said. A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has kind of been built on them. No lies have been told. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then continue to have brands and companies invest in those players that have made this league incredible, I think is very important she continue. I have to continue to try to change that. The more we can elevate black women, that's going to be a beautiful thing. I think it was a beautiful thing for her to take the time, no pun intended, out of this magazine article that is all about her, or supposed to be about her, to try to uplift the sport of women's basketball, and while also paying homage to those that came before her. There is no, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with any athlete talking about those who came before them. There is no Caitlin Clark, no Angel Reese, no Asia Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu without those who came before. The Maya Moores, the Cheryl Swoops, the Lisa Leslies. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, you guys. The sport has been around since, I believe, the 1990s, and we're kind of really talking about it now in 2024. There's always someone who passes the baton on to the next generation to continue to grow and evolve a sport. That's how it goes. So I kudos to her. I'm congratulating her again, not only for her article, but for her taking the time to be selfless and try to uplift the sport and everyone around her, because she did not have to do it. There are plenty of talented players, you guys, in the WNBA. And I know many of you only watch for Caitlin Clark. Hopefully, you'll continue to do so. But many of you say you only watch specifically for Caitlin Clark, but she's not the only one that's talented. So, if this article helps to shine light on those around her who are just as talented, I think it's a great thing to help try to grow the sport. And again, she did not have to do it. She could have just kept it all about her and what she wants to do in her future, what she has going on right now, what she looks forward to next season, and so on and so forth, without mentioning anybody else at all in this article. I think it's an incredible thing. So I don't understand why you guys are upset. I see comments about her being fake woke, about her bending the knee, about her giving in to the bullies around the league. I don't see any of that. Maybe it's just my eyes, but privilege is a real thing, you guys. The white privilege is real. Case in point, let's go back to her and Angel Reese with the whole "you can't see me." When Caitlin Clark did it, it was not a problem. You guys were like, she's a competitor. That's what you do. You talk your smack, you win, right? It was not a problem. Angel Reese does it. She's called a thug. She's called all kinds of nasty, degrading names. And I mean, what is the difference? Why is it one who's is a fierce competitor, the other one happens to be a thug? Uh, if you guys can figure out what the difference is, you let me know. Think about someone who comes from a poor neighborhood, right? You know, when you want to go to a certain kind of school, you know, you got to get a scholarship. Maybe you can't get in, but if you come from, with money, more times than not, your parent can make a call, and kind of get you through those doors. Bronny James, right? Look at what his privilege is. I'm not saying he doesn't have talent, but having LeBron as a dad has definitely helped him get to the NBA. I mean, come on. There are some people in the G League who have been there for years, busting their behinds trying to get to the NBA, and they probably never will get there. What's real is what's real. Whether or not you like it or want to talk about it, it might be uncomfortable to say out loud for you, but privilege is a real thing, and it comes in all aspects of life, at least from my perspective. If you are of the mindset that, hey, politics do not belong in sports, let's just keep it about sports, let's just keep it about basketball, football, and leave everything else off the court, off the field, No problem. I understand how you feel, but let me ask you something. People like Caitlin Clark, who are powerful, who are influential, and have the eyes and the ears of millions around the world, if they don't speak up or they choose to keep their heads down and pretend like what's happening isn't, then how will there ever be change? Isn't that what we all want in some way, shape, or form? Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm curious.